is Friday, which means on Prize Picks it's Flex Friday. Any $20 entry is protected. If you lose, you get it back in promo funds tomorrow. So basically a free roll. I got 6 good props for WNBA and 6 for MLB. I hope you guys get these in before any bumps occur. So let's start off for WNBA and straight to fantasy scores. And my first one for fantasy is going to be Jordan Canada at 30.5. Usually she's at 30, but I still like it at 30.5. She is going against Washington. Good matchup. The Sparks should get the victory against them. But as you can see, she's been trending up. She did have a stinker against the Liberty, but she did face the Liberty twice, so she was due for regression. I see her bouncing back. I have her going over. Next one for fantasy score, I'm going with Kalia Copper. She's been on a roll since the All-Star break, so I have her going over. I think her line is way too low. I see this getting bumped to maybe 29.5. So you can see past 5 games since the All-Star break, she's been crushing it. But it's a good matchup. I think they'll beat Dallas. So I have her going over as well. Hope you guys take that before any bumps. Next one, Satu Sabali. I have her going over as well. She's actually been crushing this line. Usually her fantasy score is at 34. But she's been getting bumped to 35.5. As you can see, her hot streak, she's averaging 41 past 5. Going against Chicago should be a good matchup. So I see her going over. Next one for fantasy is Tara McCowan. I have her going over as well. She did have a stinker against Seattle. I see her bouncing back against Chicago. She does average 36, 37 a game on fantasy score, so I see her going over. And then my last one, well actually my 5th one, is Courtney Vandersloot. Going against Minnesota, she's been trending up. She's actually bounced back from her slump she had. But as you can see, she's been way trending up. So I see her going over. Then my next one for fantasy score, actually I'm gonna go to a better prop that I like. You can always take Dewana Bonner and Lisa Thomas for fantasy score, but I'm always afraid of a blowout with Connecticut and Indiana. So better yet, you can take her first out. Look at this line, 75 she hit against Minnesota. But I'm actually gonna take Alyssa Thomas first half fantasy instead, just in case they do have a blowout, because they'll tend to sit their starters out, especially in WNBA. So I have her going over for first half fantasy score. I did like her full fantasy score, but I'm scared of that blowout. So I'm going to take the over on her first half. Those are the 6 for WNBA. All fantasy scores, I think the stars are going to come out. Jordan Canada, Kalia Copper, Satil Sabali, Terry McCowan, Courtney Vandersloot, and Alyssa Thomas. All over fantasy scores, and Alyssa Thomas over fantasy for first half. So mix and match, pick your favorite. Let's head on to MLB. And MLB, I'm going to stick to 4 props for MLB live props. These have been cashing for me. There's several of them that I like before they get bumped. And my first one is Dean Kremer, over 2.5 for 3 innings. I have her going over. New York Mets. Mets strike out a lot. They trade their aces. Should be a rebuilding year for them in next year, I guess. Orioles are a red hot team, so I see that going over. James Paxton, he had I think 7 or 8 strikeouts against the Blue Jays. He needs 3 for the first 3 innings to push. I think he'll get 4. I have him going over. Mike Clevenger going against his former team. He needs 3 strikeouts for 3 innings to cash this. He's definitely going over that. This might get up to 2.5 closer to game time. And my next one is Bailey Ober, over 2.5 against the Diamondbacks. They've been slumping a little bit, so I have him going over. Usually Bailey Ober pitches 6 innings. Should be a good matchup. And then my next two will be on full game props. And I'm going to go one of them for pitching outs. And I'm going to go with Adam Wainwright. He's at 17.5. It's pretty high. He is going against the Rockies. But Adam Wainwright has only pitched 6 innings when one start this whole season. It was his past start. It's probably his best start against the Cubs. I don't see him pitch. He's probably going to have a quality start, but I don't think he's going to go up to 6 innings. I mean, he's averaging 11 past 5. Like I said, he hasn't hit 6 complete innings since last game. So I have him going less for pitching outs. And my last one for MLB will be a pitcher fantasy score, and it's a favorable matchup for the Phillies. And I'm going to go with Aaron Nola for pitcher fantasy score over against the KC Royals. I see him bouncing back. He's had 2 games he struggled, especially against Pittsburgh, but I see him bouncing back against the Royals. He'll probably go over his strikeout prop as well. I think Prize Picks has been bumped to 7, so I think he's probably gonna get the win as well. So I see him over. Those are the 6 I'm gonna go with for MLB. Dean Kremer, James Paxton, Mike Clevenger, and Bailey Ober over MLB live strikeouts, and Adam Wainwright less pitching outs, and Aaron Nola over pitcher fantasy score. So mix and match, pick your favorite, mix it with the WNBA, do 3 WNBA and 3 MLB. Remember, $20 flex entry is protected. Good luck. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.